What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I predicted it. I knew it. The semifinals were gonna be France versus Spain and England versus Argentina. Okay. Now I agree that the road was different. एक आध elimination इधर उधर हो गया incorrectly. The road was different, but the destination is still the same. We landed in a France versus Spain semifinal and an England versus Argentina semifinal. Now, before I begin with the video, let's talk about the quarterfinals briefly. The first match between France and Morocco, it was I don't even know what to say. It looked like Morocco didn't even want to play football, which is like France was just toying with them the entire match. There was an Mbappe dive, if I remember correctly. Yes, there was a dive, and imagine if that happened to Argentina, the whole world would start crying. Anyway, so no, not really much to talk about that match. The entire match was dominated by France. I'm surprised they did not concede more than 2 goals, but here we are. The next match was Belgium versus Spain. It was a good match. It was an interesting match. I feel like Belgium suddenly started playing good after the group stages were over. As soon as the knockouts began, it was like they were a completely different team. So they gave a good challenge to Spain. Spain conceded their first goal of the tournament in that match. They have still conceded only just 1 goal in the entire tournament. So Belgium was attackingly good. They could not bury chances, and Spain, I feel like Lamine Yamal was playing good. He was the man of the match, but he's a player of that caliber who can play much better. So it's not his tournament yet, but I hope that he shines in the semifinals and hope that Spain wins. I feel like at this point it's like a daily ritual that Miguel Merino comes on at the last minute of the game and scores a winner for the team. So I feel like Spain could have played better because the Spain has a lot of depth and a lot of quality in their players, but they just did not. I mean, the only game where Spain looked actually promising was the game against Saudi Arabia. Otherwise, the Spain was defensively solid, but it's just shaky. The midfield is very good. I feel like Rodri is playing a very big part in the Spanish team. The next match was England versus Norway. Well, there's a huge controversy about the ball touching the sky cam, but FIFA showed it's not. So I imagine if this were Argentina, everyone would call it rigged. This is the amount of hate Argentina receives from every single person, every single fan. It's crazy. But yeah, the match Norway lost because of Solot. I'm being honest. There is no other reason. There was a clear opportunity where 2v1 Solot had the ball. He just had to pass it to Erling Haaland in the box, but he did not. Tried to take it for himself. Solot is really slow. Also, I did not understand why the Norway manager took Erling Haaland off in the dying minutes of the game. And I think in the second half of added time, made absolutely no sense there. But Jude Bellingham is a class top player. He's having the World Cup of his life, I feel like. I think he is the top scorer of England along with Harry Kane, and he's not even a striker. Although he plays like a central attacking midfielder, secondary striker position, but he's actually having a great World Cup. All his goals came at a very important stage of the match. So cheers to Jude, and that match was a good match. Norway were very slow counter-attacking wise. I feel like Erling Haaland did not have a good match, so the entire options of Norway were just narrowed down to a few other choices. But yeah, England won, so we move on. The next match was Argentina versus Switzerland. Switzerland. What was that, Embolo? What was that dive? Your team just got a momentum. You just scored a goal, and you get sent off for that. That is ridiculous. That is the stupidest play I've seen in the entire history of the World Cup, or at least how far I've been watching the World Cup for the last 3 World Cups. I'm happy as an Argentina fan. I'm happy that he did that thing. But imagine if you're a Swiss fan, you witness someone do that stupidity in a match where you just scored a goal and are starting to gain momentum in the match. But apart from that, I feel like Argentina did not play to their full potential. Argentina is always like a team who just creates 1 or 2 moments and try to capitalize on that. The entire match, they just slow it down. I don't know what is happening with Argentina. Probably it's a lack. I feel like it's a lack of the width play. They are not taking advantage of the wings. After Di Maria retired, they narrowed down on their play with the 4 midfielders and 2 attackers up front. Lionel Messi likes to drop down deep and create chances. So it's only like Julian Alvarez or when Lautaro plays Lautaro. It's the entire responsibility is on them to score, to make chances. So I feel like the lack of wing play, because Rodrigo de Paul is not a very good ball carrier. I feel like Tagliafico is doing a good job, but Molina, it's not. So I feel like there needs to be some changes. I feel like Nico Pass should play as a, I don't know, Nico Pass is a great player, so Scaloni must have thought something about that match. But yeah, Switzerland match was good. The absolute golazo from Julian Alvarez and then the last minute goal from Lautaro. 3-1 win for Argentina. I feel like after Switzerland's player Embolo got the red card, Argentina should have tried to finish the match within regulated time of 90 minutes. But well, I'm just happy it did not go to penalties, because we never know who's the winner in penalties. So yeah, that's that for that match. Now let's talk about the semifinals. The first match, France versus Spain. Now I know a lot of people are excited for this match. A lot of people will say that yeah, this is going to be the best match of the tournament. But I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I feel like this is going to be a very boring match. Reason number one being both European teams, and we have already seen throughout the tournament that European teams prefer to play a very tactical style of football, a very planned out way of football. There is generally less chaos in European matches. We have seen chaos in more African and South American matches. I mean, anything unpredictable can happen in those matches, but in case of European teams, that happens generally less. So I feel like both the teams, it's a high stake match, and both the teams are really good teams tactically, depth wise, everything. They're just superior to all the other teams in the tournament. So I feel like this match is gonna be a boring match. There might be a couple of goals, a 2-1 victory for Spain, I'm assuming. Mm, but this match is not going to be a very interesting match. It's going to be a very tactical match of defending and defending and defending and converting a few chances that they get throughout the match, because both the teams have solid defense. So I am assuming it's going to be a victory for Spain, a tiny bit 2-1 or maximum 3-2 victory. It's not going to be a very exciting match. But the second match that we have is Argentina versus England. And I feel like this match is going to be the match of this tournament. It's not just a football match. We know there is a lot of history attached to this match as well. And both the teams, Argentina and England, and have not shown very promising quality of football like France or maybe like Spain. But both these teams know how to get it done. Argentina just sits around and waits for opportunities, just like to slow the game down. But the biggest problem is that the English midfield is very good, and Argentina in midfield just cannot keep possession of the ball whatsoever. They just give away the ball like anything. So it's gonna be a very chaotic match. I presume it's probably gonna be a high scoring match as well, because Argentina's defense, let's be honest, is trash. But there is some historical context to this match which might motivate the Argentine players to play just give it their all. So I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be a victory for Argentina, and I would stand with my original predictions that Spain will win and Argentina will win, and the final will be a Spain versus Argentina final. The finalissima that we did not get, we will get that in the World Cup final. So let's see if that happens. Let's see if there is any other option. But one thing that I saw is that Lionel Messi is guaranteed to play either Mbappe or Lamine Yamal, because the third place match will be there also. So he'll play either one of them, and that's sure. So I just hope this is not Messi's last World Cup. I just hope he plays one more. But we have at least two matches of Messi, so we need to make sure we enjoy him before everything happens. So that's it from me, dosto. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll make another video after the semi-finals are over. Let's see what happens. Bye bye.